Okay, I'm going to do a video and try and do it without getting age restricted. Uh, First of all, everything I bought, every device I have, I purchased with my own money. Nothing was given to me, and I tell it like it is, whether you like it or not. I know one of the devices, the company didn't like it. This Dr. Dabber Switch 2. I bought an additional glass piece, and that made a world of difference, but still way overpriced for what it is. Now, dry herb vape, I started with the Ooze Verge. I see now that's like $120, $130, something like that. Maybe $100 on sale. So say $100 on sale if you catch a sale, roughly. And I got the Arizer Solo III just this year. I had the Ooze Verge for a year. Dry herb vape. I use it off and on. Not. I don't use any one particular device repeatedly. I like them all. um, Now I have some. I have the Ooze Trigger, which is for concentrates, and the Ooze Verge is for dry herb. Now the Arizer, which is for dry herb, also it has that stupid glass piece. I can show it to you. Um, it sticks out. This is the aftermarket one. The original one is right here. With that said, I don't like the glass piece sticking out. So because I got the Ooze Verge, if I wanted to travel with it, I would take the Ooze instead of the Arizer, even though I believe the Arizer is definitely worth it because it's like twice as much money as Ooze Verge. Definitely worth it. It's a lot smoother. It's like nothing. It's like inhaling nothing. It does not make me cough. I'm a puss. Cough very easily. So thumbs up. The reason I was looking at the Mighty or whatever, and then that black and orange one, they're both like around three in the threes to $400 range. Um, it's supposed to be better, but I don't think it's worth that much. I don't think it can possibly be that much better. Trust me. It don't have the glass piece, so that might be worth $100 sticking up. That might be worth $100 more to you. I don't know, but to me, $100 is $100, and I'm happy with the Arizer Solo 3 version 2. Big difference between that and the Ooze Verge. It's definitely worth the upgrade. If you don't know, you're not sure how much you're gonna vape or dry vape or vape, just go with the Ooze Verge. Just take smaller baby hits like I do. Um, it won't make you cough. If it makes you cough, you just get higher quicker. Now with the Dr. Dabber versus the Trigger, the Trigger is about $80. I'll say $100 again. The Dabber's $400, maybe $350 if you get a good deal on it, like I did. It's not four times better than the. It's not four times better than the Ooze Trigger for that kind of money. Um, I did buy an extra glass piece, so I like close to, I don't know, $550, $600 invested in that Dr. Dabber Switch too. And that does make a big difference. That third party glass piece I got for it. But it's not 4 or 5 times worth of money. The Ooze Trigger, it's just not. The Ooze Trigger is a little harsher. Now pipes for flower from GG Glass. I got the Swiss pipe. It's like 18 inches or so. And I got the ash catcher to go on with it. So that's really smooth, and you can do a pretty good draw on that. The riser, it seems like I'm sucking, not really getting a good draw, but it could just be hitting. I know it hit. I know I can feel it because I did it last night. Look at the video from yesterday about that. Because I did it on the camera. So my choices would be starting out ooze verge or the trigger. And if you want a little better experience with the dry herb, the Arizer Solo, if that don't matter if you travel a lot and want to take it with you, maybe get one of the more expensive ones. Or if you started out with the ooze verge like I did, just take that with you and suffer for a little bit, or find a nice case for the glass pieces, the stems, or it's not going to break it. I just don't know what to say about that. You know, I wish they'd make a custom case for it. It'd be nice, little cardboard box or metal tin with a foam cutout. Or someone has a 3D printer, could print out a little box and do a foam cutout and probably market it. I don't know. The battery on the Arizer seems to take a long time to charge. And I only charged it fully once, but it seems to take a long, could be because the battery's big and going to last for a while. The Arizer does have a sesh mode, which is what the Ooze Verge has. But the Arizer also has an on-demand mode. Let's put it in sesh mode and be done with it. I got a little vape battery that you can control the temperature more on. I haven't tried that. I got the wireless one-hit wonder. Tried that once or twice. Honestly, I think the Arizer's just as good as that ball vape. I'll tell you why. Because every time I use that Swiss Perc pipe, I gotta clean it, and that can be terrible. I gotta clean the ash catcher. Then you gotta clean the ball vape. A lot of cleaning to do, and you gotta clean the bowl, the flower bowl. And the flower bowls I try and use is one with glass. There's no screen. This third-party glass piece for this Arizer I got from Sneaky Pete. A couple places. I seen it someplace else about the same price. I got flour in here. There's a metal screen down here. I'm not happy about that. I'd rather have a glass. You know, charge $3-5 more and have a glass. Does this make a difference between that? I don't really think so. That's probably why it was only $20 more. But this glass piece for the Dr. Dabber switch too, it definitely does make a big difference. And someone in one of my videos when I first got that and tested it and said, wow, this is really good. Makes a world of difference. If you have the Switch 2, you need that attachment. I showed where I got it and all that in that video. Someone put that in a comment. They went and purchased it 2 weeks ago. I just messaged them on in the comments section of the video what they thought of it and how they liked it. Because I'm telling you, that's a game changer for that device. if Dr. Dabber would have ship it with that on there, there'd be no comparison between that and the Puffco Peak Pro. I never had the Puffco Peak Pro, never tried it. The reason I went with the Switch 2 is Puffco Peak Pro has that coil in there, it gets burned out, there's lots of complaints about that. And they different size glasses, it just seems like a big money grab with Puffco. So, and the Dr. Dabber is supposed to be easier to clean than the Puffco Peak Pro XL or whatever the big Puffco is. And they probably both hit probably close to the same. There ain't much difference from what I was reading. I do a lot of research before I purchase things, usually. Because I was going to buy that Lobo, Planet of the Apes Lobo. I went to order it and said, this is recommended, that recommended. Next thing I know, I'm up to almost $500 and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I canceled it all out, and I'm glad I did, and glad I went with this device. Because this is all you need. What comes with it, and I found out later it's all you need for that Planet of the Apes Lobo by watching one video. But I guess they have little capsules you can put in their chamber, and the metal capsule heats up. You put the flour in that if you want. I guess to travel with it, you can preload, half a dozen of them and travel with it and just swap out capsules. But I heard they're hard to open and everything else. Some people have a hard time opening them. So what else do I need? Um, Hold on, I gotta make sure this thing's working. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna do it on camera. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. One thing I will say with the riser with the glass stem, if you just used it and you remove the glass stem, you don't want to touch the end that goes down there that holds the flour. It gets extremely hot. I found out the hard way last night. But it's nice to have an extra one or two of these laying around, especially if you're with a friend or two that you want to smoke. You're going to need more than one stem. You're going to need maybe two or three stems, or even four. Um, okay, there it is. So I will say that about it. Also, if something happens to that heater core with the riser, I think you're done with that device. With the Ooze Verge, there's a mouthpiece, it's just magnetic, it snaps on. You can just pull this heater out of here, and they do sell another one you can put in. So Ooze Verge does have an advantage there. If there's anything else you want to know or questions, if I can answer, I'll be happy to. I, but there you have my recommendations so far. And the reason I'm slowly getting away, drifting away from the carts, and I was always the carts, because they leak. The ones I get are leak. I'm going to try different companies and try and find a really good name brand one to see if they still leak, especially when you use them a lot back to back. But I'm going to try not to chase it. The feeling the effects like I was, because I stopped for 2 weeks, smoked one day, stopped for another week or so, smoked another day, and then I smoked yesterday and today. But I'm not going to keep chasing it like I was. Because I build up a good tolerance. So I'll take a day or two off here and there. I definitely don't want to do it like I was. That's hard to stop. I will tell you this, and it hurts me to say this. Everything I read years ago and heard, marijuana is you can't get addicted to it. You can chase that feeling just like any other high. But it does help you. Like I said, I got all them pain pills, the oxys, and all that stuff. So I'd rather get to that point I was and force myself to take a break for a week or two or three, whatever. Yeah, that Arizer's pretty good. And what they mean by when you hear people saying what I think they mean is when you hear it say, "Oh, you can take big hits or whatever, or big clouds or whatever." I don't know, like this riser. I didn't really notice a big cloud coming from it at all. I see a little bit of smoke or vapor, but light, not dark. I definitely can feel it. So I think what they mean by big hits or big clouds or whatever. See, I'm a puss. I'll cough right away. Puss, wuss, whatever. But when you're using it and you take a big inhale, it don't make you cough. And you don't really notice how much you're taking. So you get a lot. Don't make you cough at all. And I'm a wuss. I cough right away. That's how the Swiss Perc is, even with a lighter, but you get big clouds out of that. That's with the flower bowl. I don't think that bulb eight's worth it because when you do flower out of water pipe, you should opt for a bigger water pipe, 14 inches or bigger, or 12 inches or bigger, something like that. If you do concentrates out of water pipe, like one I got from Daily High Club, they gave all kinds of pieces with in the big box. So I just pulled that pipe out. It's about this big. I compared that with the Swiss Perc. There's no comparison. I coughed all day long on that. About 12, 16 inches from Daily High Club in their last big box about a year ago. But as I'm looking into it today and yesterday, I knew there were other glass pieces there. Got the flower bowl with it, and you got a bunch of other pieces. And I'm pretty sure they're all for concentrate. But they say you don't want to use a big pipe with concentrate. Um, but they sent you all kinds of concentrate stuff with it. I think their month of the daily box of the month or whatever they want to call it. I forget. I think that would actually be better. Those pipes in there. And that box is like 20, like $30, $35 with shipping. And yes, they do charge you shipping, even though they say join the elite and you get free shipping and free, you don't. Free shipping over $55 or whatever, $50. And if you prepay for 3 months, that's more than $50. You still don't get free shipping on the subscription boxes. But nowhere on their site does it tell you that. Then they want to sell you this third-party insurance. That's what you got to watch out for about these device companies. When I see one like Ooze that they added it in my shopping cart automatically, some third party, they call it worry-free shipping. What they're responsible for that item to get to me anyway. If you pay with a credit card, if it don't get to me or gets me broken and they don't want to do anything, you can just do the dispute with the credit card. You never received it. Even if somebody comes and steals it off your porch, you still never received it. They're responsible for making sure it gets to you in one piece. Now, if it's stolen off your porch, probably they may not be responsible, but if it was delivered to you, that probably, and it's not broken, that ends their shipping responsibility. But they try and sell you this other insurance. I know who's called it worry-free insurance, or they were. It's a racket. It's a scam. It's their way of padding their bottom line. I distrust companies like that. especially ooze, where they automatically add it into your cart. You know, you click check out, you put all the stuff in your cart, click on your cart to check out, and boom, there's this charge. You got to go back up and uncheck the box, then you can check out, then it won't appear. That's pretty shitty. But Daily High Club sells ooze products and free shipping over $50. And the price is usually cheaper at the Daily High Club than it is straight from ooze. That's just one place I know. I don't know how much this thing is the Verge on the Daily High Club. Yeah, this thing hits pretty good for that little bit. Yeah, they're elite. You pay them like $20, $30 a year or whatever to join the elite. You can get it for $100. Where they sell for 38, or a member just signing up, giving them your email address, you get it for $100. So with the elite, you save like $3 versus paying a non-paid, you know, just a somebody you gave them their email address to, because it's free shipping. And the Arizer 3 is probably $250. So pipe I got was really nice. I'm gonna give it away. Trying to give it to my friend, but he wants it, but he can't really take it. Okay. Here's Solo Arizer is 239. Planet of the Apes. And they still try and sell you different mouthpieces and stuff. They're add-ons. I think they try and add a shipping charge on it, and I forget. I think they do. So it's 2.25 times more money, the riser, and I think it's worth it. Okay, I know it's worth it. For what it is it overpriced? Certainly. But unfortunately, if you want the experience and you don't know anyone, you're going to have to pay up. You see, I'm a homebody mostly. So the glass stem really don't bother me. I mean, I don't really care for it, but it don't really bother me. It's not like I'm going to travel with it. Although I wouldn't mind traveling with it. It's good. And honestly, I spent a little in the past year or whatever, year and a half when I started smoking. Tried everything a couple times. I'll tell you what I like best between the vape, the cartridges with the 510 battery, because you distill it, live rosin, edibles, they don't do nothing for me, so we're going to count them out. You have your flower, and you have your doing your flower with the ball vape, dry vape, out of a pipe, out of, for roll paper, tobacco leaf, blunt, or cone. Then you have your dry herb vape. Then you have different devices. Like I say, in the pipe, this or that. Then you have the ball vape and the water pipes. And you can use this here through the water pipe too. But yeah, could be dangerous. If you can jaw on it and get it, that could really be dangerous to that water pipe. But the ball vape, for the price, I don't see it being in that Swiss water pipe I got. I don't see the ball vape worth that much money over just a glass bowl. I really don't. You're not going to do concentrate with that. Now, one you could use that to do concentrate if you want to try that also, which I'm going to try. Switch 2 versus ooze trigger. No, it's not worth it. No, not at all. Why I doubt if the Mighty would be that much better than this to make it worth $150, $200 more, or that other one, a Volcano or whatever, that company. Ooze Duplex Pro. Yeah, they don't have the ooze trigger. Senior Stoner, there's his fucking YouTube page. Ooze Trigger Max. Out of stock. E-Sig Mafia has it. But I don't see them having different colors. Yeah, they do. Oh, they're out of stock on everything. But they have it on sale. They had it on sale for $62.49. It's the regular 103. I don't think it's that much, but it could be. Okay, we'll see what these other places are selling for. VapeSourcing.com, $74. So there you have it. 75, say $100 versus 400. And if you put that glass on, at least $500 for that glass piece. That's if you get the device on sale, both of them. It's now 5 times fucking better. The Dr. Dabber Switch 2 is not 5 times better than the Ooze Trigger. So I imagine the Puffco Peak would still be in that same boat. 2 to 3 times better. With that glass piece on. No more than 3 times better. So no more than $300 for that Ooze, or the Dr. Dabber Switch 2 with the that third-party glass piece. I'd say it's 30 or 40% better. It's at least 30 now. I'll even say up to 40. Four times that thing is, still less than $300. So I'm going to have to say, and Vaping Source says, there's a coupon. 5% off all orders. $60. Okay, let's see what this is. It wants me to sign up. Yeah, it wants me to sign up. Won't let me check out. So it's 5% off of that. So that would be what? Say $3 less, so $70. Who's has it for 76? And it comes in different colors. So there you have it. There's what I think is worth money and what's not. The only thing I didn't do is an E-nail and banger with a concentrate and a pipe. And I think I tried everything else. You know, I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna try the banger with a torch and all. I may or may not. I doubt it. I don't think there's gonna be that much of a difference. But I may. I do have a torch. Maybe a better experience. But once I'm like this, if I'm chasing, I guarantee I wouldn't want to mess with a flame. Even if I'm not chasing, just when I'm like this. So there you have it. You all have a good night. And 3 bowls a day keeps the doctor away.